Trump's second wannabe assassin has been found guilty on all charges. Google admits that the Biden administration forced them to censor people on YouTube, and Trump just went to the UN meeting and told all these other countries that they're going to hell. We have all these stories and so much more. This is your daily injection of political crack. Let's go. The wannabe assassin, Ryan Routh, he's the guy that did the second assassination attempt on Donald Trump. He's been charged on 5 counts, one being attempted assassination of a major presidential candidate. That's a count. Possession of a firearm and furtherance of a crime of violence, assaulting a federal officer, felon in possession of a firearm and ammunition, possession of a firearm with an obliterated serial number. Any of these, he's super fucked altogether, ultra fucked. Ruth's daughter, who previously called the trial rigged, was seen running from the courtroom after the guilty verdict.
As the verdict was read, it appeared to our producers inside the courtroom that Ruth tried to stab himself in the neck with a pen. That's what it appeared to look like. Then 4 March.
Whoa. I didn't read that first part. He tried. Wait, what? Wait. Oh my God! What a pussy! Bro, just deal with the consequences. Don't be a bitch.
Okay.
It was there.
Right. Not only crying as she left, obviously she went into a full sprint to get away from the media.
I would too, bro. All right, I don't blame her. I know that her dad tried to kill Trump, and that's like bad. She didn't try and do those things. I just understand when family backs up family. Just let her go. The dude that did it is fucked, okay? So just, you know, she's just being loyal to her dad. Imagine, I don't know, maybe I'm having a little bit of empathy for the girl, you know, like, that sucks. Leave her alone. In other news, Google admits censorship under Biden, promises to end bans of YouTube accounts of thousands of Americans censored for political speech. And I like what this guy's saying. Yeah, nobody gave a fuck about this stuff, right? They only care when it's happening to them. This was happening to righties for years. Now that the righty, you know, and I don't agree with censorship, but now that a little censorship goes to the lefties, now they care. They only care when it affects them. How very human. How very predictable. I noticed righties doing the same thing, but we should check ourselves. YouTube responded. They said, we've had a lot of questions about a pathway back to YouTube for some terminated creators to set up a new channel. This will be a limited pilot project that will be available to a subset of creators in addition to those channels terminated for policies that have been depreciated. This is really a sign of the times changing. I was not expecting this, but hey, good shit. I've been censored by YouTube personally. I understand this concept. It sucks. Now we got to talk about Trump at the UN meeting today in New York. I'm just going to play it. You just hear it for yourself.
When your prisons are filled with so-called asylum seekers who repaid kindness, and that's what they did. They repaid kindness with crime. It's time to end the failed experiment of open borders. You have to end it now. See, I can tell you. I'm really good at this stuff. Your countries are going to hell.
He just said that in front of all the leaders in the UN. Yeah, take a look at that. He just said that right there. This is why I love Trump so much, bro. The consistency of him not giving a fuck is so fucking funny. We're just going to listen to it all. Here we go.
In 2024, the UN budgeted $372 million in cash assistance to support an estimated 624,000 migrants journeying into the United States. Think of that. The UN is supporting people that are illegally coming into the United States, and then we have to get them out.
Wild, bro. Yeah, so it's coming out that the UN was funding this to some degree. If that's true, that is crazy because they're like our homies, right? That's not what you do to your homies. According to the Times, UN staff members had previously joked about turning off the escalator as Trump walks up to it, and then somehow the escalator got turned off while this is before his speech. We just wanted to show this. Watch this. This is wild. This angle sucks. Okay, this is a much better angle. Here we go. Yeah, so they go to get on, and then that motherfucker just stops. And then they have to walk up. And then another thing happened. The teleprompter went bad. So I don't know. I think maybe... I think it's totally possible people were trying to sabotage a little bit here.
And I don't mind making this speech without a teleprompter, because the teleprompter is not working.
He will do it without one.
I'm very happy to be up here with you, nevertheless. And that way you speak more from the heart. I can only say that whoever's operating this teleprompter is in big trouble.
It's not going to stop him. He's going to say what he wants, and he has it all written down anyways. Oh, Trump met with Zelensky again. Okay, I thought this was an old clip, but this is a new one. No, this just happened today.
Do you think that NATO countries should shoot down Russian aircraft if they enter their airspace?
Yes, I do.
That's wild. Trump's definitely changing his tune with the Russia thing. Oh, speaking of that, Putin and Russia are in big economic trouble, and this is the time for Ukraine to act. In any event, I wish both countries well. We will continue to supply weapons to NATO for NATO to do what they want with them. Good luck to all, President Donald Trump. Trump was a little naive with Putin. Even like Hillary Clinton was saying, good luck, buddy, because she has a experience with him. Not that I'm a fan of Hillary Clinton, but I do think that she was right into saying that Trump's a little bit naive with Putin. What Putin does, he just strings you along forever and ever and ever and just keeps promising. It's kind of like a dude that beats his wife and then he keeps saying, sorry, I'll be better. But then he just keeps beating the shit out of his wife and then she just keeps believing him until she doesn't anymore. Trump doesn't believe Putin anymore. Glad to see Trump starting to understand Putin is just playing a string along game. The U.S. Secret Service dismantled a network of more than 300 SIM servers and 10,000 SIM cards in the New York area that were capable of crippling telecom systems and carrying out anonymous telephonic attacks, disrupting the threat before world leaders arrived for the UN General Assembly. Look at this. Whole ass operation. This honestly doesn't even look that expensive. I mean, it is for an average person, but I mean, for like an organization that's trying to affect the world and has budget, this is pretty cheap, dude. It's more expensive to bust protesters somewhere. The future be futuring. Kamala's back, baby, and she is saying things. She's just doing Kamala word salads. We're just gonna make fun of her for a couple minutes and then move on. Here we go.
We used to compare the strength of our democracy to communist dictators. That's what we're dealing with right now in Donald Trump. And these titans of industry are not speaking up.
I mean, the tyrant, she's so nasally and annoying. Kamala Harris says she couldn't pick Pete Buttigieg as her running mate because he's gay. Oh my God, I heard about this. Okay, let's hear it.
I guess I'd ask you to just elaborate on that a little bit. It's hard to hear.
Yeah.
With you running as, you're the first woman elected vice president. You're a black woman and a South Asian woman elected to that high office, very nearly elected president. To say that he couldn't be on the ticket effectively because he was gay is hard to hear.
No, that's not what I said.
No.
That he couldn't be on the ticket because he is gay. My point, as I write in the book, is...
So she wrote this in her book like a retard, and now she has to defend it while being challenged by even Rachel Maddow saying that... It's really nice of her to say, that's hard to hear. But, yeah, no, she's not happy.
I was clear that in 107 days, in one of the most hotly contested elections for President of the United States, against someone like Donald Trump, who knows no floor, to be a black woman running for President of the United States and as a vice presidential running mate, a gay man, with the stakes being so high, it made me very sad, but I also realized it would be a real risk.
You fucking got destroyed. Tim Walz is gayer than Pete Buttigieg. Have you seen that man?
My concern about him running for re-election was completely separate from my admiration and knowledge about his capacity to serve as President of the United States, which was consistent and never wavered.
Well, when we sit here, as we sit here today, do you think he would have been up for running the country for 4 more years?
Here's the distinction that I make. It's and having had the experience myself, it is one thing to have the capacity to govern. It is another thing to go through an election for President of the United States. So you are an athlete. You may appreciate this kind of metaphor. Running for President of the United States is like being in a marathon at a sprinter's pace with people throwing tomatoes at you every step you take.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're really easy to throw tomatoes at. Not gonna lie. Vice President Kamala Harris on The View. It is the closest presidential race in the 21st century in terms of outcome. What about Bush and what's his name? Al Gore. Yeah, that took 2 weeks for them to finish that presidential election just from the Florida count.
It is the closest presidential race in the 21st century in terms of the outcome.
Wow.
That's like, what's her name? There's this female actress that was saying that we've never had any female action heroes. People don't want to watch that. And then everyone started making fun of her because it's like, okay, what about Aliens, Alien 3? What about Terminator 2? Kamala Harris tries to dodge the question on whether she'll run for president again. Oh my God, please do.
Will you run again?
So,
Will you run again?
Going forward,
Will you run again? You'd like to run again?
That's not in my immediate focus. I'm doing my book tour and please everybody.
Shut up about that. Let me sell my book, bitch. And finally, she's polling even worse. And it's been almost a year since the election. Like, what?
Say that if you want a messenger to go against Donald Trump, you can do far better as Democrats than Kamala Harris. What are we talking about here? Well, let's take a look at her net favorable ratings nationwide. You know, back in October of 2024, she was at -5 points. Not exactly great, but pretty close to the 0 mark, right? Pretty close to even. But now, down under she goes. She's at -13 points.
What?
That's an 8-point drop since the general election among the overall electorate.
So bad.
She is not well liked at this particular point.
Easy
the American
win.
people, they don't want this. They don't want her. And get this, she's 37 points underwater with independents. If you can't win independents, you can't win the election. And the bottom line is, with those in the center of the electorate, those who are the most up for grabs, she is way underwater. She is definitely swimming with the fishes.
Her pronouns are were. Hopefully that's the last time we ever hear of Kamala Harris ever in our entire fucking lives. There was a protest outside of a Turning Point USA event in Minnesota. At least everyone's being, you know, I mean, I'm like whatever with this. Like this is like a trans woman. She's doing her bullhorn, not fucking doing graffiti on Charlie Kirk memorials or anything, just peacefully protesting. That's totally fine. I don't care. People can respond and chant USA as well. It's all good. Everything's good to go. This is the way it's supposed to be all the time, okay? Where people just say what they want to say without fighting each other. What are you barking at, buddy? Come here. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here, say hi. Come here. Oh, there's my boy. That's my boy. Say hi. Say hi. Good boy. TikToker posts video fantasizing about assassinating Charlie Kirk while also mocking Christians. Oh shit, we can't show that, bro. But holy fuck, how cringe was that? The Yoshi outfit is killing me. Time to talk about Tylenol. To stick it to Trump and RFK Jr., liberal women who are pregnant are posting videos on social media of them downing Tylenol. I literally called this live on my stream yesterday. I said, watch everyone start uploading videos of themselves taking more Tylenol just because Trump said not to. It's so funny. At the end of the day, talk to your doctor. I don't know. Here is me, a pregnant woman taking Tylenol because I believe in science and not someone who has no medical background. Do you need to take the Tylenol? Like, do you have a headache or something? I mean, sure, I don't know. If your doctor said it's okay, go for it. But I think you're just taking it because Trump said not to, and you wanted to film yourself doing it like a dumbass. Here's another one. Pregnant women are now purposely taking Tylenol to troll the right. Here we go. Whatever, bro. Like, knock yourself out. I honestly don't care. I don't think anybody cares. I think she cares more than anyone else. Me popping Tylenol while pregnant, because what the fuck is the government going to do about it? Nothing, bro. Do whatever you want. Yeah, go ahead. This is so, like, I called this. I 100% called this.
About to take Tylenol for my headache while pregnant because I don't take my medical advice from a man who doesn't have a degree in science, healthcare, or medicine, and who had a parasitic brain infection and was addicted to heroin for 14 years. Yeah, I'll trust my doctors who have their degree.
Talk to your doctors. Nobody cares. The pattern of the behavior means more to everyone. Everyone's looking at that than caring if you take fucking Tylenol or not. We don't care, dude. Do whatever you want. We have some news about Jimmy Kimmel. We're just going to keep it brief because this keeps going all over the place. But Sinclair, which is one of the affiliates that broadcast ABC's content on TVs everywhere, they've been joined by Nexstar, which is another affiliate company that's even bigger, who is now also opting not to show Jimmy Kimmel's content on television. So it looks like a lot of the American television will not be showing the show, and the future of the show is in jeopardy. It appears that they're still going to continue forward, but maybe it's mostly just going to be on like Hulu or something. That's where we're at. It's just another affiliate that is a larger one. The largest one that works with ABC is opting not to show Jimmy Kimmel's show, and they're going to show news content instead. Still have to wait and see how this is going to end up. We'll find out tonight. So any big updates tonight, we'll let you know in tomorrow's show. I mean, I don't know how true this is, but there's lip reading experts that looked at what Trump and Elon were saying to each other when they sat next to each other this weekend at Charlie Kirk's memorial. Trump greeted Musk with a casual, "How are you doing?" before adding, "So Elon, I've heard you wanted to chat." He then leaned in with a suggestion, "Let's try and work out how to get back on track." Mush simply nodded in response as Trump tapped his hand and said, "I've missed you." All right, we'll see what happens. But you know what? I'm still glad that the mommy and daddy are back together. Thanks for the follow, Blue Jay. All right, we are almost wrapped up for the day. We have another one, though, that I want to talk about. Kash Patel is watching. He's always watching. He's watching the streets of America. There he is. I can't play that music. Look at, I want one of these in next to my highway, bro, and here in Colorado. Let's get one. Let's get like a few of these on the 25. You know, going. We need some in between Denver and Fort Collins and Denver and Colorado Springs. You know, yeah, hell yeah, bro. Yeah. Remind everyone, Kash Patel's watching, bro. His big old eyes. I love his eyes. They're fucking hilarious. Also, I don't know what's her name is on, but she's on something. Look at this.
Injustice.
She's on something.
The food security issue.
I want what she's on. Look at.
That out the whole time.
Let me get some of that. Oh, Maxine Waters.
Fully support.
Bro.
Injustice. And again.
All right, my friends. That's all we have for today. I gotta go. See ya.